Okay, welcome back to our class for our final. So for our last module for week number 9, so our topic is about depletion cost. So ano meaning depletion cost? So depletion is the reduction of the value of certain natural resources such as mines, quarries, oil, and gas wells, timberlands, etc. due to the gradual extraction of its contents. So sa depletion cost, take note that to provide for the recovery of the capital invested in such assets, a depletion fund is provided. The annual charge set aside in the fund is called depletion cost. So kaning depletion cost di ay mostly kaning mga value niya na siya sa atong mga natural resources. So for the formula for depletion cost per unit, we have initial investment divided by sa total units in the property. So mo niya to ang formula for our depletion cost. So let's have our example for our depletion cost. So a certain company invested $20 million to develop an oil well which is expected to extract 1 million barrels of oil. On a given year, 100,000 barrels were extracted from this well. What is the depletion charge during this year? So first, we need to write our given from our problem. So giingon nga ang formula for depletion cost per unit, we have the initial investment. So ang initial investment nato is 20 million. In our total units sa itong problem, first we need to underline. So our total units will be 1 million. So solving for depletion costs per barrel, we have 20 million divided by 1 million. Our depletion cost will be $20 per barrel. So solving for the total depletion charge after getting 100,000 barrels of oil. So solving for our total depletion cost. So atong na-solve nga depletion cost per barrel times sa atuang 100,000 barrels of oil. So multiply lang nato. So 20 multiply to 100,000. So our total depletion cost na unknown sa itong problem will be $2 million. So this will be our final answer. So let's try for another problem. So a lumber company purchased a truck of timber for $70,000. The value of the 25,000 trees on the truck was established to be $50,000, while the value of the land was established to be $20,000. In the first year of operation, the lumber company cut down 5,000 trees. So what was the depletion allowance for the year? So, ang unknown nato is depletion allowance. So, first, we need to write our given. So, atong initial investment is $50,000. And the total units for our tree is 25,000. So, nganong kaning 50,000 ang gigamit, dili ang kaning 70. Kay kaning $70,000 is tract of timber. Yang atuang total units is 25,000 trees. So, therefore, atong gamiton is the $50,000. So, solving for depletion cost per tree. So, we have 50,000 divided by our total units na 25,000 trees. So, our depletion cost per tree will be $2 per tree. So, solving for the total depletion charge after cutting 5,000 trees. So, we have our total depletion cost. So, $2 per tree. Since ang gidown na to is 5,000 trees. So, ang total depletion cost will be multiply $2 times the 5,000 trees. So, our total depletion cost will be $10,000. So, this is our final answer. So, for our next topic, for our final, so we have bond. So, unsa maning bond sa engineering economy? So, a bond is a financial security note issued by businesses or corporation as means of borrowing long-term fund for a period not less than 10 years and guaranteed by a mortgage on certain assets of the corporation. So, kaning bond ay is a financial security nga pwede ta makaborrow in a long-term fund. So, we have here our cash flow. So, natay given nga D. Kaning D is the periodic dividend to be received. And we have our N, the number of years before redemption or nagmature ang ato ang bond. And we have our P1. So, kabalo na tayo ng D. P1 and P2. And we have our C, where ang atong C is the redemption price of the bond. So, we all know that P is the present value of or the current price of the bond, and I is the standard interest rate, and N is the number of years, and F is the face value of the bond as written in the certificate. So, ang F sa bond ha is face value. So, we have our formula for our P, or the present value. We have D multiplied to 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 divided by 1 plus 1 raised to N multiplied sa ato ang I plus C divided by 1 plus I raised to N. So, giingon dire nga a bond is said to be redeemable at par if C is equal to our F. So, pag redeemable, so therefore ang ato ang C is equal ra sa ato ang face value of the bond. So, a bond is said to be redeemable at a premium. So, kaning premium siya. C is greater than F. So, therefore, ang atong redemption price is greater sa ato ang face value of the bond. So, a bond is said to be redeemable at a discount. So, ang bond is redeemable at a discount if C is less than F. So, ang redemption price of the bond is less than sa ato ang face value. So, let's have our example for bond. So, we have here for our number 1 example. So, a 5,000 bond is being offered for sale. It has a stated interest rate of 7% paid annually. At the end of 8 years, the 5,000 debt will be repaid along with the last interest payment. If you want 8% rate of return on this investment, how much would you be willing to pay for the bond? So first, we need to write our given. So, nanadire. So, natay given nga 5,000 for our C, and our N is 8, and our I is 0.08 or 8%. So, kaning 3 tay bond, kaning 350 sa ato ang dividend. So, we need to solve since naghatag siya interest rate nga 7% annually. And our bond is 5,000. So, multiply, we have 0.07 times the 5,000 bond. So, our dividend or D will be $350 per year. So, atong formula for our bond, we have P is equal to D 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 divided by 1 plus I ni siya, guys. So, I raised to N multiply to I plus C divided by 1 plus I raised to N. Since given tanan value for our bond, atong problem, so we need to solve for our P. Kung sa kala itong P, P is the present value or the current price of the bond. So, solve. We have 350 multiply sa atong 1 plus 0.08 na interest raised to number of years na to is 8 years minus 1 divided by 1 plus 0.08 raised to 8 multiply sa atong interest nga 0.08 plus atong C is the redemption value which is 5,000. So, divided by 1 plus I raised to N, which is 8 years. So, our P will be 4,712.67 US dollars. So, this will be our final answer. So, nasabtan. So, proceed for another example para mas masabtan pa. So, we have a man is considering to buy a 20-year corporate bond. The bond has a face value of 1,000 US dollar and pays 6% interest per year and 2 semi-annual payments. And in addition, he will receive $1,000 at the end of 20 years along with the last interest payment. If the investor believes he should receive 8% annual interest, compounded semi-annually, what will be the amount he is willing to pay for the bond? So, giingon sa ato ang problem nga naay given nga 20-year corporate bond. So, ang N nato na ay 20-year and a value of 1,000. So, our C will be and pay 6%. So, 0.06. So, giingon na interest per year in 2 semi-annual payments. So, therefore, divide 2 and our N will be multiply also by 2 since twice per year. And in addition, he will receive 1,000 at the end of 20 years along with the last payment. If the investor believe he should receive 8%, so annual interest compounded semi-annually. So another, we have our NR. So remember ta, atong nominal rate is 8%. Compounded semi-annually. M will be 2. So, ang atong unknown, what will be the amount he is willing to pay for the bond. So, therefore, our unknown will be P. So, first, we need to solve for our dividend. So, ang dividend was given twice per year. So, kaning 0.06 divide 2 multiply sa atong 1,000 nga bond nga face value. So, solving for dividend, we have 0.06 divided by 2 multiply to 1,000. So, our dividend will be $30 and our N will be 40 years since given siya twice per year. And our I will be nominal rate na 0.08. So, solve na to para makita. Divided by 2. So, our interest nga gamiton for our formula is 0.04. So, solving for our amount or the P, so we need to substitute the given data. Our dividend will be $30. 1 plus 0.04 raised to number of years nga 40 kay given twice per year minus 1 divided by 1 plus 0.04 raised to 40 multiply sa atong I nga 0.04 plus atong C, redemption value is 1,000 divided by 1 plus 0.04 raised to 40, the number of years. So, our final answer will be $802.07 US dollar. So, mao ni siya ang atoang amount nga i-pay for the bond para ma-receive nato in 8% annual interest. So, that will be our topic for our bond. So, let's proceed for our last topic in our final. So, our last topic will be break-even analysis. So, kaning break-even analysis, so refers to the situation where the sales generated or the income is just enough to cover the fixed and variable costs or the expenses, the level of production where the total income is equal to the amount to the total expenses is known as the break-even point. So, kaning break-even analysis, giingon nga ang total income dapat equal siya sa atuang total expenses. So, makita na to sa atuang graph diri nga naay amount. And we have our production. So, sa atuang total income, syempre sa atong business na tay income. And naabot tay total expenses. So, sa magkadako ang atuang total expenses, so dako po dato ang total income. So, dapat na siya, kung ma-equal na siya, so mao na siya ang gitawag diha nga break-even point. So, mao ni siya ang pasabot sa ato ang break-even analysis. So, sa every situation, naadjud ni siya nga level of production nga ang ato ang total income is equal sa ato ang total expenses. So, mag-abot dun ni silang duha. So, let's try for our example for break-even analysis. So, we have here a company produces a gear that is commonly used by several lawn mower manufacturing companies. The base cost of operation is $750 per year. The cost of manufacturing is $1.35 per gear. If these gears are sold at $7.35 each, how many must be sold each year to break even? So sa atong problem na siya'y ihatag nga manufacturing per gear and if ang gears masold sa amount and we have our base cost nga $750,000 nga base cost of operation. So let X be the number of gears produced and sold out. So sa ato ang break-even analysis, ang ato ang total income is also equal to total expenses. So giingon sa atong problem nga if these gears are sold, so therefore our 7.35 multiplies atong X or the number of gears is equal to the base cost of operation nga 750,000 plus 1.35 nga cost of manufacturing per gear. So multiply sa ato ang X nga number of gears. So solving for X, so simplify para ma-solve nato ang X. So we have 7.35x. So transpose na to ang atong 1 point. So positive man siya. So manhimo siyang negative. It's equal to 750,000. So pila man eh. So calculate na to. 7 rather 0.35 minus 1.35. So this will be 6x over 750 US dollars. So solving for x, so divide na to 750 divided by 6. So our x will be 125,000 gears. So therefore, ang atuang total income, so 125,000 multiply kaning 7.35 will be 918 rather dollar 750. So remember ang atong total income is 918. So total income will be 908 750 US dollar. So for our total expenses, so we have 750 plus 125 ang x multiply sa 1.35. So ang answer is 918,750. So therefore, nakita ang nato nga ang ato ang total income is also equal sa ato ang total expenses. So for our last example, for our topic for break-even analysis, so we have here a company plans to manufacture a product and sell it for $3 per unit. Direct labor costs are 0.25 per unit. Direct material costs are 0.85 per unit. Variable administrative and selling expenses are 0.25 per unit. And fixed overhead costs are 200,000. What number of units have the company must manufacture and sell it in order to break even with all other costs? So sa break even, let X the number of units produced and sold out. So sa atong problem, natay product and sell. So our total income will be $3 multiply sa atong X number of units equals atong total expenses nga 0.25 multiplied sa X plus 0.85 dollars plus multiply sa atong X plus atong 0.25 expenses per unit multiply sa X plus ang ato ang overhead cost nga 200,000. So first we need to solve for our X. So makita na to, we need to derive. So 3x minus 0.25x minus 0.85x minus 0.25x is equal to 200,000. So, minus na to ang same value na variable 3 minus 0.25 minus 0.85 minus 0.25. So that will be 1.65. 1.65x is equal to 200,000. So solving for x, we have 200,000 divided by 1.65. So let's check. So 200,000 divided by 1.65. So our x will be 121,212 units. So this will be our x. So therefore, ang atong total income, so multiply na to times 3. So will be 363,636. Mo niya to ang total income. So dapat equal siya sa tong total expenses. Substitute na to tong x. So we have 0.25 times 121, 212 units plus 0.85. So copy lang. Plus which is 0.25x plus ato ang 200,000. So dapat, so ang atong total expenses also will be, so same ra, 363,636. So sakto ang atong break-even analysis nga ang total income is also equal sa tuang total expenses. So that will be our last topic for our subject, which is the engineering economy. So please study for your quiz and your exam soon. So I'll be giving you a quiz first, then exam. So if you have any question, so please comment sa ato ang Google Classroom para tabangan ni ma'am. So I hope na nasabtan, and that's all, and thank you.